welcome to No Filter Boxing. This week we go inside the home of Chris Eubank Jr. as he discusses the future after an impressive win against James DeGale last time out.
I didn't enter the sport like a lot of people thought I did, to make a quick buck and then run. I entered the sport to create a legacy, to become a world champion and to inspire the next generation of fighters.
We'll also be in the company of a man who shocked the boxing world in 2001, Lennox Lewis conqueror and former two-time heavyweight world champion, Hasim Rahman.
First time I'm walking in the gym ever in '93. 5 years later, I'm fighting for the right to fight for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. I mean, that's incredible.
And we go behind the scenes on Fight Night as boxing returned to the historic Royal Albert Hall.
Fantastic venue, all the best have fought here.
Oh, good work. Beautiful. And a tremendous attack again. What an excellent fight.
So Chris, would you say it's the biggest night of your career so far, beating James DeGale?
Absolutely. It was a massive fight for me, and I would say the most important fight of my career. There was a lot of animosity in the build-up and just in general over the years between me and him. I knew leading into that fight, as soon as that bell went, it was do or die.
You hit him with a spine buster.
Yes, I did. It got to the stage where I was like, you know what? He's been grabbing me so much. I need to do something to stop him from doing this. The referee's not stopping him, the referee's not taking any points, so I'm gonna have to take it into my own hands. I was sitting down in the corner thinking, I know I'm gonna get a point taken off me, but I think it's gonna be worth it. He's gonna get the win taken out of him, he's gonna make him stop grabbing me like he is, and it's gonna look good on Instagram, so...
So you did it for the gram?
Yeah, I did it for the gram. What can I do? What can I say? Will any win be as satisfying as that? It's going to be tough to top that. Now we're looking for collecting belts. There's a lot of big names out there, a lot of great fights to be made, and this year, 2019, is going to be very exciting.
When do you want to fight again?
I'm looking to fight within the next 3 or 4 months. I want to be active. I want to fight at least 3 or 4 times this year.
You mentioned after the fight that you would continue at 168 or 160. Have you made a decision?
I mean, it's nice not having to fight guys that are a stone heavier than you on the night. Middleweight is really where I should be fighting, but it's more about who I can fight and when.
Billy Joe Saunders has talked about a rematch. Is that something that interests you?
It will always interest me, just because of our history, but he doesn't have a belt. If he had a belt, it would be different. This is why I got into the sport, to be a world champion, to collect the belts, to fight the best. And there's a lot of guys out there that would be great fights for me that have these belts.
Ian Williams has called you out a couple of times. Is that a fight that you could possibly see down the line?
I have no idea who Liam Williams is.
Is there one guy that you can really envisage in your future having a huge fight against?
I think Canelo. You know, he is the most well-known fighter in the world at the moment, and he's in and around my weight. So that is a fight that, you know, as long as everything stays on track, that will be inevitable that we will share a ring.
Do you love the sport?
Absolutely. I didn't need to box. I had everything I needed growing up.
Your dad didn't want you to,
No,
did he?
and my father would ban me from boxing for many years as a kid. You know, you look back at history and the big names in the sport, most of them came from nothing. And that's what fueled them to become so successful in the sport, because they had no other choice. I was not in that position. I believe my success in boxing has come from the love of the sport, the love of competition, and the boxing blood I have coursing through my veins. I didn't enter the sport like a lot of people thought I did, to make a quick buck and then run. I entered the sport to create a legacy, to become a world champion and to inspire the next generation of fighters. There's no other feeling like having your hand raised at the end of the fight.
Chris Eubank
Several people have acknowledged that you were booed in and cheered out against James DeGale. Do you prefer either or?
You don't want to be the middleman. You want to be hated or you want to be loved. Some people think that I'm arrogant. Some guys say that I'm an entertainer. There are some people that they just see me in the ring. They just see me punching people and being confident and jumping over the ropes and doing things in the ring which they think, oh, well, who does this guy think he is? And that's all they know. So that's how they judge me. But if you sit down and listen to me, or you meet me in the street and talk to me, you realize, hey, this guy's not too bad.
So this is an old family haunt, is it? You're a regular here and your dad used to be a regular here.
Coming here for years and years and years since I was a kid. Obviously, you've got the views, good food, good vibes, especially in the summer. This is the place to be. Yeah.
A long way from the prize ring, right?
Yes, it is. And you need that. You need to be able to relax and be in a calm environment. Get your mind together in between fights, especially, you've got to recoup. It's stressful. Leading up to a fight, preparing and psyching yourself up to go into combat it's a very stressful thing mentally and physically. So in your downtime, you need to relax.
Let's check it out.
For sure.
So are you good with your diet normally?
I try to be. Now that I've moved up to super middleweight,
you've got a bit more room to play with.
I can actually eat whatever I want, really.
But do you think you'll always have a place in Brighton, though?
I think so. Growing up here, I've got a lot of history here, so I think this will always be a base for me,
With all the home comforts you had here, was it an upheaval for you to go to America and live in Vegas?
It's not that I hated it, it was just hard, English kid going into an American high school, no friends, people making fun of my accent. I got into a fight with 2 kids within the first 2 weeks for picking on me because of my accent. And because they were jealous because all the girls loved it. But there I could kind of be under the radar. And then, every gym I went to, every spar, it was like massive. It's Chris Eubank's son. Over there, I could kind of just learn my trade.
Has it been a blessing, the Eubank surname?
It's been a blessing and a curse. Being compared to my father from day one, which wasn't fair. They're comparing a novice, a 21-year-old novice to a legend in the game. But it could have been something really negative and hard for me to deal with. I turned it into something that helped me and fueled me. Once I got to a certain age, that's when I started studying what my father had done in his career. And he was a part of the golden era. I think we're in a new golden era now, but he was a part of the original golden era of boxing.
When he was talking about Mayweather, Golovkin, those names, did that put pressure on you?
How could it not? People associate my father or me with my father. We are a team. So if he's saying something, that is pretty much me saying something. So yeah, it definitely added a lot of pressure.
And you do have a poker face, you don't give much away. So I think people might portray you as emotionless about certain things, but that's not the case.
No, listen, I'm a human being like everybody else. I'm compassionate, I have feelings for other people. It may not show in my emotions, it may not show in my facial expressions. You're never going to see me cry.
When was the last time you cried?
It must have been 12, 13.
So it's all in there, it's all going to come out at some point, you know that, right? Something will happen, it will all come out. You won't stop, it will be like Niagara Falls.
I just hope there's no cameras around when that does happen.
Do you think PEDs are a big thing in boxing?
I believe so, yeah.
Do you know that they are, or do you just suspect?
I know. People are getting caught left, right and centre. We are professionals. This is your job, this is your livelihood, this is your career, this is your reputation. How can you not look into the things you're putting into your system?
So you read the back of packets and see all your
Absolutely. You think I'm going to let there be any chance that people can call me a cheat? That is truly scary to me, and that is why I'm vigilant with everything that I eat, with everything that I put into my body. I will never give anyone the opportunity to say he's a cheat. I've worked too hard.
Let me just ask you one more thing about your dad. Do you hope to have exceeded his accomplishments?
I hope to exceed everybody's accomplishments. That's what any fighter wants, to reach the highest pinnacle of the sport and to be known as a great.
This is where your dad used to run too?
I'm literally following in his footsteps in terms of the training, the running. Yeah, this is it's a very iconic place. I grew up here, and I'm very happy.
But now, having beaten James DeGale, you've gone through that glass ceiling into world class, whereas you might have followed in his footsteps, very much come out of the shadow now. For
sure, I'm my own man. People know that. People know that this is what I love to do. This is the sport that I've dedicated my life to, and I'm here to stay.
Join us after the break as former heavyweight champion Hasim Rahman reflects on a highly eventful career.
You know, it's just funny to me that people don't want to give credit where credit is due.
And we look back at last week's card at the Royal Albert Hall.
I'm 100% sure of a knockout victory for me.
People come for knockouts. They got it tonight and they got it in style.
Welcome back to No Filter Boxing. We'll have all of the action from the Royal Albert Hall shortly, but first we visit Hasim Rahman. He's known for scoring a monumental knockout against Lennox Lewis, and it's still one of the biggest upsets in boxing history. Hasim, please tell the UK fight fans what you're doing with yourself these days.
I'm training fighters, managing fighters, still involved intimately in boxing.
You had some huge nights in the professionals, nothing topped South Africa though, right, when you dethroned Lennox Lewis?
No, nothing tops that.
Did you see that coming?
100%.
He didn't see it coming.
He saw it when I threw it, but no, he didn't see it. I really don't understand why. I mean, I've always been a huge puncher, always. Nobody can never take that away. I can't see how he just blatantly overlooked it, if that's what y'all want to say he did.
Do you think he did?
I saw him when he came to South Africa. I saw him spar, and he looked good. Not only that, if you look at the first 4 rounds, he looked good. First 5 rounds, he looked good. They was giving him the fight. I mean, you know, now you get hit by this awesome shot. Now it's, oh, well, he ain't trained. It's just funny to me, you know. It's just funny to me that people don't want to give credit where credit is due.
What was the difference for you from the first fight and the rematch?
I knocked him out in South Africa. I just manhandled him in California. I just felt like I was too strong for him. So I felt like, all right, no matter what, he gonna stay away from me. He gonna use his height and this, but I'm gonna eventually catch him, probably 8th, 9th round in my mind. And then when I hit him, I'm gonna just put him to sleep. But Lennox Lewis is a terrific puncher, a terrific boxer, a terrific fighter. But my head was so big because I just felt like I was just so much stronger than this guy that when I catch up to him, it's over.
Did you want to take fights before you fought him in the rematch?
I signed with Don King, so I tried to tell him bring on Mike Tyson.
Is he the one guy that you didn't fight that you would like to have fought?
Yeah, definitely. I just felt like my style would have been a nightmare for Mike Tyson.
Did you overachieve, given that you came to the sport so late?
I definitely believe I did. That may have led to me not giving 100% in all my fights because I'm free rolling. This first time I'm walking in the gym, 5 years later I'm fighting for the right to fight for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. I mean, that's incredible.
Do you think you should have retired before you did?
Yeah, I do. Or I just wish I would have just stayed in better shape. Your metabolism slows down. You can't get the weight off like you used to. You know, it's just nature take its course. And you get in there, but my mentality is always that I will fight anybody today. If Anthony Joshua came in here right now in the middle of this interview and said, come on, let's go spar, I'll do it. To this day, I know if I was to get myself in tip-top shape, I could still beat a lot of these guys. But it's all about preparation. It's all about preparation.
Well, I've got to ask you about the contemporary scene. You mentioned Joshua, we've got Tyson Fury, we've got Deontay Wilder. What do you make of those guys?
It's a three-headed monster. I think they need to fight so we can get some clarity. On any given Saturday night, Tyson Fury can outbox Deontay or AJ, or any given Saturday, Deontay can knock out Tyson Fury or AJ, or any given Saturday, AJ can knock out Deontay or Tyson Fury. So it's perplexing. I need to see. They need to fight.
Who would Hasim Rahman have struggled with most out of those three?
Tyson Fury, because you know he's 6'9", fight southpaw, fight right-handed, move around very extremely awkward. And then I would have struggled with Deontay. He would have gave me the second most trouble because, I mean, he might throw a punch from his ankle. You never know where his punch is coming from. AJ would have been he's the most conventional fighter. I would have preferred to fight him.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time.
That's it?
Rock. Yeah, man. It was good. Enjoyed that. It was good.
All right.
Boxing returned to the Royal Albert Hall last week for only the second time in the last 20 years. We leave you with a behind-the-scenes look at what was an enthralling event in the capital.
Welcome to Fight Night from the resplendent Royal Albert Hall.
Fantastic venue. All the best have fought here.
I always wanted to fight here, never got my opportunity, but this is the second best to come as a fan.
This show is all about the next generation.
Reigning and defending British welterweight champion, Johnny the Mexican.
Jenkins might have the edge as a boxer. Garden is simply as hard as they come. Sharp skills from Jenkins and forcing Garden back. Oh, good work. Beautiful. And powering on the pressure once more. And a tremendous attack again from Jenkins.
I'm sexy and I know.
What an excellent fight.
This is world-class boxing. We're going to find out whether Dubois lives up to it.
I think we all agree that we want to see the best of Dubois once more tonight.
It will be a good test because Casino knows his way around the ring and he's been in a world title fight.
Daniel Dubois, 8 of his 9 wins inside the distance. If he could get another one here, well, it would be a statement.
This ain't gonna go a few rounds, well, isn't it?
Shot.
Daniel's got 0 head movement.
Nice little chopping right hand there from Dubois.
Dubois trying to go to work.
So he needs front more variety there, you see.
Closing seconds of the opening round.
He'd never beat me in a month of Sundays.
Again, low with that left hand.
Oh, and he's caught him with the left to the jaw, followed by the right hand, and he goes down. But the gloves came down, and I don't think Kojanu's going to get up. He's trying manfully, but it's been waved all over, and it is finished in the second round.
Once the opportunity arose for him to close the show, he did it, and he did it in emphatic style.
Styles make fights, and I fully believe my style beats Daniel Dubois. When the time's right and we step in the ring, I'm 100% sure of a knockout victory for me.
That's why the heavyweight division is the most exciting division on the planet.
Former English middleweight champion, Smokin' Joe.
Joe Mullender says, I am a tough man, I'll fight anyone, and there's not a man on earth who scares me. Liam Williams said, absolutely categorically, I will knock you out. Well, there's a few pantomime boos for Liam Williams.
Protect yourself at all times. Let's touch gloves.
Oh, nice right hand there from Williams.
Good shot. And another one.
Best shot he's thrown so far.
Mullender trying to bob and weave his way in. Well, he's in there now. Now he's got to find a way to let some punches go. And Williams doing a pretty good job of tying him up.
Nice little left hook there from Mullender. Good response, look at that from Williams. Good score.
Oh, great uppercut, tremendous shot. And another one, and he's got him going a bit. The right hand, the uppercut really busted, and Williams knows it, and he's gone! He's gone down, it was the right hook, and is he going to get up? Fell to the canvas, face down, and he looks very unsteady as he got back to his feet. Referee Bob Williams wants to see him walk towards him, and look at that! One punch needed, and Liam Williams has indeed knocked him out, and the fight is all over. Should he have been invited forward to throw that last punch? That is a big question.
Credit to Joe Mullender. He always knew he was going to be up against it, taking a fight, but he earned a good couple of quid, I suppose, and he's healthy. That's the main thing. I've just knuckled down a lot more now. I want my head straight, and look, I want big fights. I want them, and I want them now. And whoever you put in front of me, I'm going to knock them over.
Lines in the count! Lines in the count! Lines in the count! Lines in the count! We don't get weed!
Another day in the office. Started from the bottom, now we're here. You know, myself and Anthony, we dreamt about this from the beginning.
I can't pick anything out from his style that doesn't look world-class, but this guy tonight is the only one he's fought so far who I believe can show us if there are any cracks to his game.
Travis Severe.
Is it going to be the toughest fight of Yard's career so far?
Anthony, the Beast from the East, Seconds out, round one.
Oh, good shot there by Reeves. And then a good one back there by Yard.
Good shot.
Lands in the count!
Solid uppercut. The lead left hook has served him well. Oh, good right hand, Yard. He's going looking for Reeves. There's nothing wrong with that right hand. And now Reeves wants to hold on.
He needs to maintain the distance though.
Oh, he's gone, it's all over.
Again, that guy, he's fought for world titles. He's put himself in that position before. So it's not like I was taking him lightly, but again, I'm still learning. Landing the right shots, throwing shots at the right time, and throwing enough shots as well, not throwing reckless. But it's all coming together.
He needed that. They're good rounds in the bank for him, and he could take the shots to land his. And that's what he did, and then eventually he broke him down and broke him up.
I love this guy. I love him. And we're going all the way.
No one was interviewing him. He's interviewing me.
People come for knockouts. They got it tonight, and they got it in style.